Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be having a look at all the Warhammer products available to pre-order this coming Saturday. I didn't expect all this week, but we've got loads to look forward to, and if you're a fan of Underworlds, Warcry, Age of Sigmar in general, I think you're going to love it. There's a lot to go through, and having seen last week's pre-order preview, where it was all the Space Marines with that 2-week pre-order window, I certainly didn't think we'd get a lot this week. I was even planning to do a different video tonight because I thought they might even skip it. But they certainly didn't, so let's get into it and have a look at the first product, which is going to be the Warhammer Underworlds Death Gorge. Here we go then, a new starter set for Underworlds, and this is all themed around Antor, which is the new area we've been exploring with Age of Sigmar lately. So there's going to be a network of frozen tunnels and caves that has entombed untold treasures, not to mention the souls of unlucky adventurers. And so where there's souls to be claimed, you're sure to find the Idoneth Deepkin and Demons of Slaanesh, and that's just who you'll be getting in this box set. You may remember these models, we saw them a little while back, but there's going to be a big octopus in here, rivaling the crab maybe? I don't know, is that hard to beat? Could be, but good looking model for sure, and you're going to get everything you need to play the game here. You're going to get those 2 new warbands, the 2 new Rivals decks, 2 Universal Rivals decks, and then everything else you need to play the competitive miniatures game. So this has got tokens, cards, everything in there, dice as well, so you certainly don't need anything else on top of this to get started. And there's another Underworld set. This is a starter set, and it's a little bit stripped down, but a great chance to get hold of some of the older miniatures, because here you're going to get the Iron Souls Condemnors and the Sepulchral Guard as well. You're going to get their rival decks, and then you're going to get tokens, dice and cards, everything you need to play, but just not quite as much as you would get in the previous Death Gorge set. But if you're new to the game, never played before, I think this would be a great way to get started. And I love those skeletons. They're certainly my favourite skeletons Games Workshop have done. A brilliant little set, and so if the price is right on these, this could be even better than buying them separate. And the cards are updated as well, which is awesome. Before we get on to my favourite product for this week, I'd like to say a huge thank you to all my sponsors and supporters for helping me keep going with these daily videos. And a massive thanks for you for clicking on their links. It'd be really cool if you have a look at the link for today's video, which is Master of Miniatures. Big thanks to them for sponsoring this. They make some great models on there. If you're looking for something special for your fantasy and sci-fi games, then I think you'll really like what they've got going on. I've got a bunch of these models, and I bought the fungal tree ant that I used in my Blood Bowl Snotlings team as a tree man, which was a great model. But loads to look at, the detail's great, they prime and dry brush them as well, so they come with a Zenithal highlight, and I really like how they promote the sculptors who come up with all their fantastic designs. Okay, let's get back to the preview, there's lots to look forward to. But for me, today is all about Hunter and Hunted for Warcry. I love this set. I think they've got it bang on with the 2 warbands they put together. You've got the humans, who aren't going to be as tough, but certainly have got some maybe speed and a bit more ingenuity about them perhaps. But then they're going up against the ogres, the ogre gorgers, who are just going to be savage, huge bulking beasts. And what a great pairing this is. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. The Wildercorpse Hunters, they're brilliant models, really well done. Can't wait to get hold of those. I can imagine using them in lots of games, not just Warcry, so they're going to get a lot of play on the table. And then there's Ogre Gorgers as well. There's certainly going to be some great models to paint, I think. I like the idea of this set when they put it together. You're going to get the Warband Tome, the 2 warbands, that single piece of terrain, and then the ability cards, the fighter cards, and you also get the deployment cards and the terrain cards and all those included. So that's really great that that's all in there. And I like the setup for this. But when I saw that terrain set that we'll see later on in this video as well, I don't know, I was a little bit put off now by how it's going. It felt like this is all belonging to one set that they've split up, and now they can put the price up on it, because proper Warcry fans who want to get everything and have that complete set are going to want both of those, and now I feel they're going to be paying over the odds for them. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. And while we're on the subject, let's have a look at it. It's the Ravaged Lands Scales of Talaxi. So this is going to be available to pre-order this coming Saturday as well. And here's the complete terrain set that you're going to get. It doesn't show you the game board here, but it does include a double-sided gaming board, and I believe it's going to be a new gaming board, so we haven't seen that design before. It's also going to have the terrain cards in there as well to help you decide on the layout, and you're going to get the Warcry token sheet. And so you can see that's definitely the other half of what would have been a box set when combined with Hunter and Hunted. And now I'm doubting myself about those terrain cards. I'm not quite sure if those terrain cards are actually included in the Hunter and Hunted set, or whether they'll only come in that Ravaged Lands. I'm now thinking they're going to be in the Ravaged Lands Scale of Talaxi set. Personally, I'll only be picking up these Hunter and Hunted sets. I feel like it is a little bit too late for the Scales of Talaxis. I think the moment's passed, and having these cool terrain pieces that should have been out before, in my opinion. I think, yeah, a little bit too late. But they do look great, and I think if you combine these with all the other pieces from the previous season of Warcry, that's going to be an epic table to play on. It's going to look awesome, but just a little bit too much for me, and I'm a bit scared that the price is going to be high on this as well. But we'll wait and see, and tomorrow I'll be doing a video where I go through all the prices confirmed for the UK and EU and the other regions. We'll be guesstimating their prices too. So if you're interested in that, tune in tomorrow. This video is far from done, as we've still got to look at a ton of models, starting with the Warcry Cruel Boys Monster Killers. Now you can get these on their own as a warband, which is fantastic. What a week for Warcry. If you're into collecting this, it's going to be hard to choose what to get, and if you want to get it all, it's going to be an expensive week too. I'm certainly chilling out and resisting, and we'll probably only get the Hunter and Hunted box set, but these are quite tempting. Those baboons look great. Here's another Warcry warband available to pre-order on Saturday. It's the Vulcan Flame Seekers. And it's really nice for the faction to get some new models. I think if you're a fan of these, you're going to be pretty happy. Got that pet in there as well, which is always cool in these new warbands that they're putting out. Starting to see lots of these kind of little animals included. And hopefully they've got some good abilities, some good rules to make up for their lack of speed. But we'll have to wait and see. And I guess this week there's going to be some Warcry articles to read through. So that's going to be fun. Okay, now we're in for a treat for Age of Sigmar, because it's time for some Warhammer Age of Sigmar warbands that were previously released for Warhammer Underworlds, and these would have come with all the cards and everything. But now they're just going to be released in grey plastic kits without their cards. So if you want to add these to your Warhammer Age of Sigmar armies, this is a great chance to do it. And for Warcry, this is fantastic too. You can either proxy them or get their rules if they're available. That's going to be really awesome. So this is a great chance to pick up some unique models, some nice little sculpts, and even just as a little painting project, this could be really good. And generally they're cheaper than they would have been when they were released for Underworlds as well. For me, I'm quite tempted actually with these Hexbane's Hunters to go with the Wildercorpse Hunters from that new Hunter and Hunted set. They're going to look really nice together. And again, for different games, it would be fun, maybe more time if you play that. These are going to fit in a treat. And who doesn't want more dogs too? Really nice to see these models available separately now. Some better than others. I don't like these ones. But if you're collecting the Age of Sigmar army associated with these and you want something a little bit different to stand out, maybe proxy it as one of the other characters even, then this is the way to do it. These box sets are great. I mean, look at these Stormcast Turner models. I love these. I think they're so nicely done. And yeah, these are great. And we've still got loads of Stormcast Eternals that haven't been released yet, so I'm looking forward to that. And I think Age of Sigmar has just been doing really well lately. So this is great. Seeing all these warbands available now in grey plastic without the cards, great move. The new White Dwarf issue 493 is about to be released. There's going to be lots going on here for all the different games now. They certainly seem to be covering more of the skirmish games in there as well. And hopefully we'll see more Kill Team, because there was a little bit of a lull where we didn't see much of Kill Team, but hopefully that's coming back. But lots of Warcry recently, so that's going to be great to accompany all these models and kits that we've seen here. Blood Bowl next with Kiroth Kraken Eye, and I think this is a resin model, so this will be a Forge World one, so I won't get the price on that tomorrow. I'll have to wait until Saturday till it goes live on the Forge World website. Let's delve into the Black Library as we see Realmslayer Legend of the Doomseeker by David Geimer, available in hardback, ebook and audiobook. Then you've got Once a Killer. This is a Warhammer crime anthology by various artists. This one's available as paperback and ebook. And then Lord of the End Times by Josh Reynolds, available as an audiobook. Then we got this from Bandai, The Blood Angels Assault Intercessor. This is made to order, and you can do this from 10 AM Saturday the 7th of October up until 8 AM Monday the 16th of October. And again, shipping of 180 days for this one. Potentially a long wait, but if you want a big model, this is 17 centimetres and it's got all painted already. lots of articulation there, so great for posing it for photos and things. Then, it could be worth the wait for you, and you've got that short time to get that pre-order in. Warhammer Plus this week, if you're signed up to that still, has got some Lore Masters there, focusing on the mighty King Brod, and then a Citadel Masterclass looking at the Tyranids. There you go, that's a fantastic week. If you're into Age of Sigmar, especially Warcry and Underworlds, this is a real treat. Loads to look forward to. Let me know what you'll be ordering, if anything, in the comments down below. Really cool to hear what you think and what you'll be adding to your collection. This certainly was a big surprise. I was preparing to do a kind of Warhammer recap of the whole week, and I was going to put that out this evening instead. And I might do that every week now. And as I'm covering lots of other games and trying to bring something new to the channel every week, then rather than just doing Warhammer every day, it might be cool to do a kind of Warhammer roundup once a week. Let me know what you think about that in the comments too. If that's something you'd like to see, I can certainly go through all the cool articles and all the news and then do that once, maybe on a Monday or something. That might be good, looking back at the previous week. Yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you've been enjoying the Raybox series I've been doing, going through this solo and co-op series of games, Escape from Stalingrad Z and Escape from Project Riza. And I cannot wait to bring you more news on Gates of Nilheim. Zombies and Vikings come together. That's going to be great fun. I can't get enough of Moonstone at the moment, playing that a lot, really fun. And at my local club, we're doing Moonstone meetups regularly now, and a really fun one coming up on the 30th of October. If you're close to Liskeard in Cornwall, we're doing a fancy dress monster mashup. That's going to be brilliant. And if historical wargaming's your thing, each week I'm going to bring you something new from Warlord Games, so look out for all of that in upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please hit the like button. Really helps. Subscribe as well so you can keep up to date with all the news for all these different games. And I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.